Manjack's Creamery, and they have joined us live today to speak about labor policies here in the BVI and their recent encounter with the labor system. Of course, this have stirred up much controversy on social media. And here at 284 Media, we like to get both sides of the story. But viewers, you'll have to stick with us, and we'll be right back.
Is business slow, cash flow down, hosting an upcoming event? We can help. Advertise with 284 Media and take your business or event to the next level by enhancing your present marketing and messaging strategies. Allow our team of experts to create a personalized ad that sets your business apart from all the rest. This could be your business or event. So, what are you waiting for? Contact our marketing team at 284media at cctbvi.com. Advertising with us works.
Welcome back, viewers. We were speaking about, and we are here to speak with the business owners of Manjack's Creamery. If you were on social media last night, you know the controversy that we are speaking about labor policies here in the BVI. We are joined by the two business owners, Mr. and Mrs. Maddox. How are you doing today?
We're fine. We're fine.
We're doing good. Okay, so firstly, before we jump into it, I want you to tell me all about Manjack's Creamery.
Well, Manjack Creamery is about 5 years, about 6 years old. It was started, it began as a shave ice truck owned by my late brother. My brother passed, and I took over the business and transformed the business primarily into ice cream, and we manufacture all our ice cream locally.
Awesome. Okay, so now yesterday you made a strong stance announcing that you will be closing your doors due to some controversy with the Labor Department. The Post said, and I quote, "It is with a heavy heart that we are forced to hire someone who is good for no, let's start over. It is with a heavy heart that we are forced to close Manjack's Creamery. The Labor Commissioner, Miss Reimer, wants to force this business to hire someone who is good for the country, but not a good fit for our business. Before we are forced to lower our standards and add to the already poor customer service climate in our beloved British Virgin Islands, we will respectfully close our doors." Now, Mr. and Miss Maddox, I want you to give us some details of this situation.
Right. First of all, we understand the government's position in reference to securing the job market for BB Islanders. We have no quarrel with that. Our work permit was in since March.
Right.
What excuse do they have for having a work permit in since March? Before COVID was an issue, you know, and yeah,
Right.
we
Go
support the
ahead.
government. We support the government's initiative in reference to securing the job market, but we have done everything that labor has asked us to. They denied this work permit, and they said that do we did not with adequate effort was not made to fill the position.
Right.
Now, I've been in business for 15 years, and I have only had to use work permit persons 3 times. 3 times. So who have I employed all of those times in my photography business? Who have I employed besides locals? So people want to make it sound like I am anti-local. No,
Right.
I just have a set of standards, and I am one individual that I am tired of going throughout the BVI and being subjected to poor customer service and leaving it at that. I don't want to continue that. So when I'm hiring someone, I want to make sure that that person lives up to our standards in reference to customer service. I want our
Right.
customers to be treated well. I want the golden rule to be implemented. Treat them like how you want to be treated, and
Right.
that's it. And that's what I'm looking for. And I'm looking for someone who can work with our team.
We're not looking
Right.
for someone who just wants a job to because they want a job. We want somebody that's going to come in, that has the right attitude and is going to grow with the business. We're not The business is young, it's new, and we want the business to grow. And for we want somebody that's going to come in and is going to grow with the business, right? We don't want to have a revolving door type issue where someone comes in, they're there for 2 months, 3 months, and then they for whatever reason they leave, or we don't like how they're doing things, and we have to start again, right? So we started this process in January, not like we
Right.
just started it. We started the process in January. We did everything that we were supposed to do: add in the paper,
Can
Facebook,
can I
all of it.
ask you,
Mhm.
yes, can you list what are these things you were asked to do and what did you do?
We did what is standard for labor. We put the ad
Right.
in the paper. We
When we didn't get enough, we went to Facebook, we did Instagram, we went to Facebook, we did a myriad of different things to get more people so we can have a viable interview process.
we
And
even
Right.
had input from Miss Lawrence's company. She sent a couple of applicants as well. So we had a variety of people that came in between January and the month of January, right? Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Labor sent us about 11 people. Of 18 people that we interviewed, Labor sent us about 11.
Okay. And
Seven
you
of those
interviewed.
people, right off the bat, no, we didn't interview those people because seven
Okay.
of those people, one of the things we require is we need somebody with a driver's license. So Labor sent us 11 people, and seven of those people, right off the bat, didn't have a driver's license.
Okay.
Seven of them didn't have a driver's license,
And that
and
was
that
a
was the minor one of the minor requirements that we needed.
Right.
Labor is under the impression that because we're an ice cream parlor and what they need is
sorry.
what they need is what we need is somebody they believe just anybody can do that, and we're supposed to be able to accept anybody. No, we have standards, and it's our
Right.
business, and we need our business to grow and go in a certain in a certain direction. We have standards. We have certain standards. So we just don't want to um, pick up anybody who labor believes that can scoop ice cream, and,
Right.
and and this is not a local or non-local issue. We're not
Right.
looking for locals. We're not looking for local. We're not looking for a non-local. We are looking
Right.
for someone with good interpersonal customer service skills that fits in our team. That's what we're looking
Okay.
for. So
And
the people who
Oh,
want to make this about local or non-local, that's up to them.
and
okay.
we
So
we
you
we
said
did.
off the bat, seven of these persons did not qualify, of course, because they did not have a driver's license. But out of the four persons that local labor sent to you, um, what did that look like?
We interviewed them, and a few of them had issues with the time because it clashed with their college
Okay.
schedule. And then we out of that we did actually hire,
We hired
yeah,
initially we hired 3 people,
all
Okay.
locals.
all locals, 3 people, and those people did not. We ran into problems with those 3 people, and that we have to sever that relationship.
Right. You continue to speak about your standards, and no matter what business you have, you must have a standard. Now, what are some of these standards, and what are some of the qualities that you are looking for in an employee?
It is simple. We're looking for good interpersonal customer service skills. That's it. And we need someone because we are a young business, and we need to establish a viable, growing team. We're looking for individuals that that's willing and able to grow with our business.
And once
Okay.
we had gone
And
through those once we had gone through those three persons, we went to the next applicant that we had, and she was not, she was a non-local, but once we interviewed her, we felt that she was the right person and had the right attitude for the business. So we went ahead and put in for the work permit for her in early March.
And this individual has been in the British Virgin Islands for 19 years.
okay.
So it's not like we went
So
outside and found somebody. Yeah.
okay, so you said that you clearly said what you are looking for in an employee, and these three locals did not meet your expectation. But what persons are saying is, aren't these persons trainable? What was your experience?
Yes, you can be trainable, but we are looking for something right off.
The experience with the three persons.
No, we are looking for something, some qualities right off the bat. And if you don't have those qualities, then so it's not about, yes, we can train, and that's what we'll have to do, because you can't come into the business. You have to know how the business operates and so forth. So yes, we have to go through some kind of, regardless of who we hire, we have to go through some kind of um, training
Right.
for this person to be able to mesh with how we do business and so forth, so we can and so everybody's working as a team. So when customers come from one person to the other, customers have some kind of idea what to expect and what they're going to get.
And we didn't, with the three
Understood.
persons that we did hire, that did not happen. They were with us. We went through the whole training process, and they just were not meeting the standards that we had set out in the beginning, right? And we had some challenges with at least two of the persons that we hired. And so we went on to the next person that was on, that we interviewed, that we felt would fit the bill. And this is where we ran into an issue. And we don't believe that this would have been an issue before COVID-19.
Okay,
Because
so
we have
what
never
exact? Go
encountered
ahead.
anything like this. We have never encountered anything like this in the 15 or so years, and the two people that we did hire as that we did where we did seek work permits, right?
Right.
So I don't I yeah.
People are talking about the recent graduates and so forth. This work permit has been in since March. These people,
Right.
all people, graduates we are talking about, are in school. We've been
Right.
searching since March.
Since January.
Since
actually.
January, out the permit has been in since March.
Have your business been operational during this time?
Yes, I have. I'm forced to work two businesses.
And I'm there
Okay,
too when we hired. Yeah.
but
So
you
yes,
are
it
looking
has been
someone
operating.
full time. Yes, understood.
Yeah,
So your qualm,
Yeah.
what is your qualm exactly with the labor department? Do you think that you were treated unfairly?
I think we caught up in this political situation and this COVID-19 thing, and everybody and so much people they said have lost their jobs. Our application has been in before COVID-19 was an
Right,
issue.
And
right.
and I
And that was
don't
in
know why
March?
That was
Yes,
in
it's
March.
in
Okay.
March.
And I can see if this person that we put forth was had just came or was here less than 5 years. But this person is a viable member of the community. She's been here for 19 years. She has ties in the community. And I don't understand what the problem is with her, because if it wasn't for COVID, under the new rules, she would have already put in for her status change,
Right.
right?
Understood.
But then,
So
and that prevented her from doing that.
understood completely. Now, as a business owner and a member of our
Mhm.
community, of course, we are dealing with COVID, and I think our government is trying to juggle protecting our local as well as making provisions for our expat community. How do you think they can do so?
I think, and this is my opinion, I understand what the government is trying to do, but I think this broad brush approach that they have to this issue is not going over very well, and it's a lot of people edge. It's causing a lot of strife. It's causing a lot of xenophobia in terms of people being against one another and saying all kinds of craziness on social media. I think they need to do stuff more on a case by case business, because not everybody's situation is the same. And for you to have this broad brush approach to this situation is not going first, it's not working, and second, it's not going over very well, and third, it's causing a lot of unnecessary stress. I just think that they need to examine the process that they've put in place, and that they need to take these things on a case by case basis, and not,
Okay.
stop pitting people and pitting BB Islanders against expats and other persons.
We are a very small business. We're looking for a work permit for
One
one person.
person.
Look what we have to go through for one person.
I do understand.
And,
So
and the
many
minister is there
persons.
talking about
Go ahead.
the minister is talking about blackmail and being held hostage. We, as a single small business, we don't have that kind of power. You, the minister, and your commissioner, you all are the ones that have that kind of power.
Right.
We don't have no power. All we need is one individual to work in the ice cream parlor, and that's all we're asking for. That's all we're asking for. We've been
Right.
asking for that for March, before COVID-19 was an issue.
I do understand. Now I have a question. You have said that you would close your doors if it comes to it because you do not want to deliver not quality customer service. But would you? People have pleaded with you over the course of last night, today, and I'm sure for many times now. If you were to find a local right now that fits your criteria, would you be willing to stay open? What is your stance as of right now with all that has escalated?
We're not averse to that. What we are averse to is the bullying from labor. That's
Right.
what we're averse to. So we find someone and that person can gel with the team and that customer service and interpersonal skill is there. We will go right ahead. We'll be open. Our customers have been calling and our customers are pleading with us, but we have to make some kind of stand and we have to tell labor, listen, this is not fair. We understand the COVID-19 thing, but understand also you have an obligation. You've
Right.
been lax in what you're supposed to do. We've had our permit in since March. What excuse do you have for having we're in August?
Having a permit for five months, March, April,
Right.
May, June, July, August. Yeah.
And
Do
your
you
and your
believe that
and your
do you believe that the labor department have worked outside of the labor code? Are they stepping outside of their bounds, or are they acting within the labor code?
I'm not a labor expert. All I know is my business. And all
Right.
I know is the employees that I want. So I'm not a labor expert.
And I
Right.
think from what I don't know, but I don't believe that a government entity is supposed to be, and I may be wrong, somebody can correct me, is supposed to be interfering with the running of a private business, right?
Right.
Our our um go our is if we need someone, we try to hire someone locally because I don't think any business wants to go through this drama. But if we can't find someone locally that fits our needs, then we go to and we find someone and we request a, work permit. Okay.
Labor is making it feel like we flatly refuse to hire locals
And that's
for the
not
position. That's
that's
we
not
hired people before. You know, I've been
Mm-hmm.
in business in my other business for 15 years, and I've only had
two,
three
two actually.
two requests for labor work permit. So in this current business, it's not about locals. It is about the right person for the right fit. So what do you want to do? You want to force me? If you want to force, I said I'm going to have to respectfully decline and close the business because you are
Right.
not going to force me to be like other businesses where poor customer service is the norm. I have standards, and that's what I want. I want standards. I want when people come into my establishment, they're greeted in a certain way, they're taken care of in a certain way. That's what I require. That's what I need in an individual.
And also, we want
Okay.
somebody that's going to grow with the business. And we want somebody that's going to grow with the business, is going to learn the business, is going to eventually be able to do all the things that we would want that person to do in the business. But that takes time. And, the person that we hire has to commit, to um, growing with the business. We don't want somebody coming in who's just coming in because, oh, they need a job. That's not what we want,
Right. Right.
That would be
Okay.
fine for them,
but it's not fine for
but
us.
that's not fine for us. That's not
I
what
do
we need.
understand.
That's not what
I do
we're a
understand,
small
and you have
business,
spoken about
small.
the work permit being in from March, and as you said, we do understand where you are coming from, but what will be a middle ground between you as a business owner and labor? You mentioned the fact that persons have mentioned that numerous graduates have came out of school as of recently. Would you be willing to give that a try? Is there any middle ground that you as a business owner can find to appease yourself as well as the labor department?
As I said before, um, this isn't about locals.
All right.
We just need to find the right person. That's
All
all.
right.
We just need to find the right mesh, the right attitude, and the right interpersonal customer service
And we
skills.
we thought we had found that, and we got stopped in our tracks. So now,
Okay.
basically, what persons are asking us to do is to basically start this process over again. And in that interim, now we'd be losing time, money, um, and it's just two of us. I mean, I don't
Right.
understand exactly what it is they want from us at this point. We have two small businesses with one employee here, and we're trying to hire one other employee. What is the problem?
Right.
I wish somebody would tell me. We're a small entity. We're not a pussers. We're not a this. We're not a that. We're a small entity trying to make it in this economic environment that's not um, that's tough as it is.
Right.
Yeah.
What I would say, I think many persons would agree, we would not like to see you have to close your doors. Many persons have been raving, ranting and raving about your ice cream, and persons would hate to see it come to this. But what would you like to say to your customers before we close out this interview?
Thank you for your support. Um, um, Hopefully we can get this
Resolve.
situation resolved, and hopefully we continue to serve our customers.
And what would be a resolving factor for you? What does resolve look like for you?
Um, I guess we'll have to sit down with labor, and we'll sit down.
We're willing to sit down with labor if they're willing to sit down with us
We do understand.
and
We do
try to
wish you all the
and
best in
try to
your endeavors.
find some middle ground.
I do understand. We do want to wish you all the best in your endeavors, hoping that you would push forward and hoping that by some means there must be a way to bridge the gap between the Labor Department and a small business such as yourself. I do want to thank you for joining me today to come on and tell your side of the story. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Now, viewers, of course, that was the side from the entrepreneurs of the Manjack Creamery. Of course, we're always here to hear both sides of the story. A lot of commentary have been coming out from the Minister of Labor, and we would also like to invite him, if he has any comments, we would like to invite them, because here at 284 Media, we are here to bridge the gap. Of course, I am Kyla Kinesha with another 284 Media feature.